Well, we are now just 1 week away until the end of this year's legislative session, and lawmakers down in Austin are still debating more than a dozen key issues.
Yeah, Texas Governor Greg Abbott has threatened to call lawmakers back for a special session if they don't get enough things completed. Chris Sadeghi joins us with more on what we can expect this week. And Chris, these have been some big stated priorities that the legislature hasn't been able to find common ground on.
Yeah, Mark, and they head into this final week of the session with still plenty to do. But as we have seen in the past, the end of the regular session does not always really mean the end. Here are the items that they will be focusing on, expected to get the final touches this week. A bill that would increase teacher pay, still need an agreement on property tax relief on the Senate side after the House lowered the cap on appraisal increases and raised the homestead exemption. School safety requirements and bans on diversity, equity, and inclusion policies at universities. Now, unlikely to pass in this final week, despite the efforts of Uvalde parents. It does not appear there will be any meaningful action on gun reform. And one of Governor Greg Abbott's priorities, a bill on school vouchers, does not look likely, at least not for the regular session, but Abbott could call a special session to get it done. And Republican Brian Harrison of Waxahachie told Inside Texas Politics that's what needs to happen.
Well, it might be dead for the regular session, but that does not mean that it's dead for the state of Texas this year. We need to get this right. I don't care how long it takes or how many special sessions it takes.
And with 1 week left, still no governor's signature on the state budget. They will be required to pass that. And while it might not seem like a whole lot has gotten passed, there were more than 3,000 bills this session that were passed and are still waiting on the governor's signature. Now, you heard me talk about the cap on appraisals that the House passed. I'm going to pitch it into Cleo Green, who has more on how homeowners can challenge their appraisals right now for this year. Cleo,
yes, Chris. And you know, right now there is an overwhelming amount of people who really think their home is worth less than what it's appraised for. So here's what you need to know. We're going to break everything down for you. Today is the last day for Dallas County homeowners to protest their property tax appraisals. A fair warning here. That's already an extension. Residential values went up nearly 13% this year, a much lower increase than last year. Now, those deadlines have already passed for people out in Collin County and Denton County. The deadline has passed. I'm sorry for you out there, but here's something new that's happening out in Tarrant County. Your deadline is May 30th. Check this out here. Tarrant County, well, taxpayers, you now have this new online tool here that you can check out. There's an automated option to check out, and it's called the Automated Market Value Tool. That can help you out. You need to sign in, and there's going to be a green button to help you out there. Sign in first, and that should help you protest and figure everything out online. Coming up here, we're going to talk about the key ways to actually lower your property taxes in North Texas this year. Maybe you're a new homeowner. We're going to help you out coming up around 6:30. Suzanne, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Cleo, thanks so much, and glad to have you back here on Daybreak this morning. Our Y'all-Tix team is heading to Austin for this final week of this session. Jason Whiteley and Jason Wheeler will have live reports from the Capitol starting tonight on WFAA News at 10.